Alright, we're back, and it's more time for more fun.
I think we're probably on the same episode. I don't know. I haven't,
no!
It doesn't matter. I haven't made a decision. I just cut a recording. I'll figure out how to edit this later. This is the finale. Maybe it'll be a big, long episode to wrap everything up, right? Or maybe this will be a new episode. I don't know or care. I'll find out later.
I thought Sora was disintegrating for a second. I didn't see not Goofy. Pluto.
Sora, don't! You've got to wake up.
Oh, is this Sora. Where we were hearing you gotta wake up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, the same problem I was having before. We didn't establish like what's bad or what this is. So how does Riku know that it's bad?
He read the script.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm on the side of Riku is the protagonist of this game.
Oh, he is, absolutely. He is the protagonist of this game.
Are you what's trapping him in that nightmare? Because if you are, I'm what nightmares fear.
All right.
It's super tough. People are
It's
super
been a
scared
while
of
since
Riku.
he's had a good line like that.
The anti-black coat nightmare, aka the raincoat killer from Deadly Premonition.
Sick.
This boss fight sucks.
Does it?
Well, he has these moves that come out incredibly fast. You can't avoid, and they can drain you to one. They are like designed specifically to drain you to 1 HP. Hopefully, we won't see them very much.
Like that?
Not that. No, you'll know it when you see it if it happens. They all look kind of similar because there's all these red brambles that he sends out to hit you. But oh god, that one grabbed me. That was there we go.
Oh.
And sometimes he'll just attack you right out. Yep.
Oh.
I was mashing triangle that whole time.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it. Stun locked. He killed me without me being able to do anything about it.
Well, at
These
least
games are super well designed. Thank you, Osaka team, for your services.
But hey,
and now I gotta wait for my commands to reload, so I can't heal myself.
Well, at least this is the first fight that we've gotten to in the story that has that level of crap in it.
Yep. Oh no, get away.
The Spelican was pretty rough, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
See, here's you to give good
Oh
goofy
god,
names
did it again.
to your bosses, and I'll remember them.
I was mashing triangle like I've never mashed before. I have a good idea, boss. Let's put in a move that negates second chance and once more. It is incredibly difficult to avoid because it comes out super fast, and you can't see it because it's just a red line on the ground.
Automatically drains you to.
And all the other visual effects that we're putting on the screen will completely limit the player's ability to even see it, especially since we're limiting their field of vision. Well, that sounds like a great idea for an attack, boss. We'll get on that right away.
Man, that's. Ooh, oh, I thought I was gonna get you. Yeah, there's every now and then you come across a boss that has a gimmick like that, but it's like they have to do. Okay, I can think of a game that does it well. Bloodborne. God,
that's it. Oh god.
Oh, and you were at complete full too.
Oh, it always drains you to 1.
Oh,
always
man.
drains you to 1.
So in Bloodborne, it's been long enough that I don't even care. The final boss fight. I'm not gonna go into what it is, but it has an attack that's specifically like. I don't think it's unavoidable, but it's like the screen flashes red and your health is drained to it's drained to 1. The thing is, Bloodborne has that mechanic in it where it's like the rally mechanic is what it's called, and it's where as you take damage, you have temporary you have a bar where it's like you get hit and it's like 80% of the bar is still there but is like not colored, and if you attack enemies, that bar will fill up.
You can regain health by counterattacking quickly.
So the way that fight is like that move goes out and that you get drained back to 1, but the entire bar is there and it lasts longer than usual. So you're supposed to go up to the boss and start beating on him, or use the time to heal if you don't think you can beat on it fast enough to recover your health back. So it's like that is a neat way of doing it, and not this. And he doesn't attack you when you do it, by the way. He gives you a few seconds.
But why would you stop the boss from attacking when the player's been hit by a move that makes them completely vulnerable and impossible to respond appropriately?
Why did he open his eyes? Is he still in the nightmare?
How does Riku know any of this?
That is right.
Huh? Ansem.
Don't follow the dreams that lead you to an abyss you'll never wake up from, Sora. I know this because I read the script.
No matter how many nightmares you
cannot
consume.
wake someone who has fallen. into the chasm of dreams.
Is that the second sleep?
Dreams.
What is this?
Sleep.
This series is all logistics now, and they can't even be bothered to explain their logistics.
It holds our sleep.
Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering.
Belongs to the darkness now.
He's in sleep, so there's and darkness is in sleep, so he's got the darkness in his heart, and he's evil, and I don't care.
You feel it, don't you? This world, the nightmare, the abyss. Why haven't you returned to the reality whence you came?
No. This is,
A triple dream.
Dream of a dream.
Oh, well, I guess I wasn't too far off.
Nightmare.
So he's also in a second sleep, or he's just a dream of a dream, or I mean, I have
a second sleep, isn't it? A dream of a dream.
Well, no, the earlier Zigbar said to Sora, it wasn't easy putting you into a second sleep, which is different from a dream of a dream, by the way.
My bad.
It's different from a dream of a dream.
You're just okay. You're not dreaming. You're sleeping for the second sleep of the dream in a dream instead of the dreaming of the dream.
Anyway, and now darkness within darkness awaits you.
what?
Oof.
Is darkness within darkness? Is that like that color that scientists discover? Where it's like this is the blackest black that exists.
This is advanced darkness. This is no ordinary everyday darkness.
At the start of your test, when you struck out from that tiny island, you saw me there dressed in a robe. Immediately you knew something was wrong. So without even knowing it, you dove into Sora's dream.
Can he do that?
And you became
Oh, yeah.
exactly what that sigil on your back represents. A dream eater to protect Sora from nightmares.
Me? I'm a dream eater?
Correct. But you failed to protect him. After all your efforts to command the darkness and protect those you cherish, it is a shame you locked that power away in the end.
Why is he looking down with doubt? I mean, I guess like whatever. Oh, I failed to protect Sora, but he's like, I didn't even lock away the power of darkness. I use it actively with my dark dodge, my dark fireballs, my dark block. I'm big darkness.
You understand what to do. Set the darkness in you free, and you can rescue your friend.
Ansem. Or Xehanort. You used to be a Keyblade wielder. But darkness stole your heart. And the Keyblade with it. Don't you see? That's half the reason I'm even on this journey. After allowing darkness into my heart, am I still fit to wield the Keyblade? Even after locking you away, here you are, haunting me again. So I get it now. There's no point in trying to hold the darkness back.
At last, you see clearly.
You know, when I look at you, there's this memory that flashes back. A secret I said I'd keep when I was little. The main reason I kept dreaming about seeing the outside world was because of him. My journey begins here, and now I'm going
Things are just
back to
happening
the
so
real world.
fast that I'm like, he just
And
started
then
talking
Sora.
about like the stupid stuff about, he literally just said, oh yeah, all that stuff I was talking about of why I was thinking about going to the other worlds in Kingdom Hearts 1 was a big lie. It was because of Terra. And he said that, and I completely forgot about whatever the thing was that I was mad about before that. This is
Well,
why
did it have to do with him saying, like, I gotta try to not hold the darkness back? Because that was he already did that. And two, he's
my point is more people are like, stop pausing during the cutscenes, and it's like, guys, my brain goes a mile a minute. I have to, but no, I don't remember what it was. It's the same thing we talked about previously. Am I even worthy to use the Keyblade after what I've done? We had a whole game about 3 trained members of the Keyblade Order and their master from the Keyblade Order and another guy who worked from the Keyblade Order and their base of operations, and we learned nothing about the responsibilities and requirements of using a Keyblade. When the next game They try to build a whole arc for Riku around... Oh. Am I worthy to use the Keyblade? Oh, I just don't know. I don't know either! And you could have told me! Because you had a whole game where you could have done that! Kingdom Hearts was all planned out ahead of time, and they wrote the whole thing ahead of time. They knew where it was all going to go.
Oh, clearly.
That's why they set things up ahead of time and explain things before you have to know them. So that when they happen, you go, oh, that makes sense.
Clearly.
Side.
Oh, this is such an interesting arc for Riku after all that information we got about the Keyblade in Birth by Sleep, about how, you know, Terra was a dark, evil asshole, but also a hero, and he used a Keyblade. Oh, and also Xehanort, who's the most evil person in the universe, has one.
Try.
But oh, Riku can't use it. He's not worthy of it.
Wait, are you really about to have to fight him
Yes.
again?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're gonna hear a sweet rendition of his fight music from KH1, dude. Celebration of Kingdom Hearts. 10-year anniversary. Balloons. Oh, I got a reality shift thing on him already. Wowzers.
Oh, it's this. Okay.
What are you talking about? Expect it to be anything else?
Yes, actually, because we've seen multiple at this point.
No, it's the same for each world.
My bad.
Every world you go to has the same one. Alright, let's go.
My friends are my power. That and these weird, like, spectros I've got flying around me.
Oh yeah, they're here too, aren't they?
I like this environment, at least.
Oh yeah, no, this boss fight is very visually cool and has great music. No, I'll tell you right now, after I watched all those cutscenes when I was originally playing the game, and I was like, this is so stupid. And I was just, like, broken at that point. I proceeded to spend about the next hour just laughing my ass off at the combination of more stupid things that I was beyond the point of caring about at that specific moment, and also just, like, this ridiculous gauntlet of boss fights that we're doing.
Uh-huh.
You're part of my heart now. Part of the light.
Ever the fool boy, and forever a pawn of the darkness.
What's really great is that this Ansem is here because of time travel, right? So this Ansem has been brought here from before the ending of Kingdom Hearts 1.
This is actual?
Yes,
this is
no,
real?
this is not dreams. This is not coming out of him.
I thought this was his internal darkness.
No! Time travel!
Really?
Which also means we can't kill him because that would cause a causality loop. He has to go back in time to die in Kingdom Hearts 1 and torment Riku in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. So we can't beat him. But also we can beat him because we've beaten him twice before. Same thing with Xemnas. Xemnas is here because of time travel. So we can't really beat him because he has to go back to die in the past.
We made a Persona joke before, but this is really reminiscent of Fuka's from P3.
Yeah, it is a little bit like Fuka's from P3, isn't it?
Oh no. Oh no, you're getting punched
Nah, it's
real
fine.
hard. Oh, this is a good fight for these balloons.
Oh yeah, it
He's
is.
just eating
yes,
them.
it is.
It looks like you need him though, because he's got a lot of health.
Okay, I managed. Okay, I'm gonna have to show you or link to.
Oh, it's the dark world stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to link me to what?
I have the share file, but I was thinking about putting it on Twitter. Maybe I'll even like put it on here for people to see. Oh crud, I'm gonna die.
Are you?
I'm mashing triangle to heal as fast as possible, so we'll see if I die or not. Okay, that was the fastest that I could heal.
Radical.
I beat this fight in like less than 2 minutes without him ever even forcing me back when I was playing this to get the save files ready.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how I did it, but I sure did do that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is it fine?
I keep hitting the wrong button to shortcut. It's fine. Oh crud, these things hurt a lot. These
yeah, they do. Are they auto-tracking you?
Yeah,
they are. Oh god.
Here, it's okay. I guess they aren't lit up, so I can't jump off of them.
How are you supposed to avoid that? Can you?
Or maybe
walk
you could
them?
jump off of them and I just missed that one time. Dude, I don't remember. I thought you could jump off them because I remember that being the easier attack to dodge. Like the one where he shoots the lasers at you, like they just come out instantly and they shoot to wherever you are, so they're really hard to dodge. I remember those 8 balls being easier to dodge, but I just kind of screwed it up there. Oh well, whatever. It doesn't matter because I killed him.
I was about to say, you did it. It's all good now.
Yeah, no, they're here because of time travel, dude. They're here because of time travel from before their defeats in KH1 and KH2,
Okay,
respectively.
man. This is kind of contextualizing it for me, because in my head from the beginning I accepted, oh, these are all dream mirages.
No.
Oh,
that was exactly
man.
the point that I was getting at earlier of like nothing dreamlike has happened since Ursula. They were all just actually here. The only bizarre dream, not real things that have happened are Ursula, which happened in the real world, and all of the Sora illusions that Sora saw just a minute ago, right? So a lot of fans have a theory that, and I'm not going to go into there are things that support it and things that don't support it, but quite frankly, since they ignore their own rules, it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to waste any time trying to confirm it or dispute it. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. There's a very popular fan theory that contends that the Guardian is Terra, bound to Terra Xehanort.
Okay.
This place.
Cool, I guess.
The fact that you see Terra act separately from the Guardian during some sequences of the Terranort boss fight with Aqua in Birth by Sleep would contradict that, along with some other things, but whatever. It really doesn't matter. It's just a thing. And people thought like that scene where it hangs on and it reaches out for Riku and he holds up the Keyblade and he runs away because he's scared. I think people were just reaching for anything for that to mean, because what was that?
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway,
Because Ansem... No.
Sora and Riku, we were split up at the beginning of the game because of Xehanort planning it.
We're a long way off course from the Mark of Mastery exam Yen Sid gave us.
Your Mark of Mastery exam was to free the 7 sleeping worlds.
And you
You did it. Well, you freed 6 of them, but whatever. You doubled up. It counted.
And there it is again. Why?
It's such a... I think Riku didn't get it when he started the first time. Well, see, now...
So why give it to us now?
Because, look at this. Return to the world map? Check this out. If I go to the save point... No, hold on. Excuse me. There's no world map option. Just save and return to title. You want to know why?
Oh, is that like plot thing?
No, we are now in the real world, Joey.
Oh.
That was what he was just saying, right? A second ago.
Yeah.
So this is a portal back to the sleeping realm.
Okay.
But we are now in the real world again.
Okay. Wait, then why have you not changed back?
Because Sora is still asleep.
Okay. Sure. Gotcha.
It's going to be proven wrong shortly, but that's their reasoning. Anyway, so what they're proposing has happened is that basically the way that they were quotation marks...
If you're in the real world, why do you have dream meters?
Heartless... No, listen, Joey, all they ever said was that Heartless couldn't be in the sleeping room. They never said the Dream Eaters couldn't be in the real world.
Gotcha.
Duh.
Gotcha.
Freaking idiot.
Thank you for the support back there, Joshua.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sorry.
I'm dead
I'll think
inside.
harder next time before opening my mouth about this stupid game for stupid children.
So the so basically what they're saying is what happened is when they fell when they went underwater at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts, at the beginning of this game, right? And they shot that big keyhole. If you look at that scene, Sora is like unconscious and Riku looks up, but Sora like shoots like as if like robotically, like his arm moved even though he's unconscious, right? Okay. So what happened there was Riku felt that Voldemort was there, and he knew something is wrong. So he subconsciously chose not to go to the sleeping worlds, but to go to Sora's dreams of the sleeping worlds. So
is that why we've been going alongside dream dropping, yada yada, paired? Well,
when Joshua was all about it's like it's two worlds imagined by the same person. It's still a little bit unclear to me because I've seen conflicting explanations from people. I thought that I understood it, and then people said, no, you're wrong, and then other people said, no, I'm right, and I don't know because none of it... I've tried, honestly, but there's just stuff that doesn't make full sense. It seems to be that Sora is actually in the sleeping worlds, and Riku is simply in Sora's imaginings and dreams of the sleeping worlds.
Wouldn't Sora or Riku be of more use if he was actually in the sleeping worlds with Sora?
Then the further thing is some people say, no, actually Sora was also in dreams of the sleeping worlds and Riku was in Sora's dreams of the sleeping... Whatever. It doesn't matter. It was that... Riku went in there to protect Sora as a dream eater, to protect him from bad dreams that could attack him from the villains doing their nefarious things. That's why he has the logo on his back, dude, because he's a Dream Eater.
Okay.
He had to go inside Sora's dreams to protect him from the not-so-goodness, dude.
Alright.
So, when the villains say, oh, haha, we got you off course, I don't know what they're talking about. Because they still went, Sora still went to the sleeping worlds. But, oh, haha, we tricked you, and we drew you even deeper into sleep, and it seems to me that their plan only started when they got him here, or the dream version of here.
But they're saying that they did it the whole time.
I'm completely unclear on how there can be a dream version of this world and a real version, but I guess we're introducing, that whole thing Joshua was introducing of, well, the Sleeping Realm is full of worlds that were destroyed. The Sleeping Realm is worlds that were nuked and wound up in darkness, and now they're preserved in this other realm. But also, sometimes people can just dream up worlds, and they're also here.
Gotcha.
So I guess maybe somebody dreamed up the fake version of the world that never was, and they brought Sora there to do that. I don't know. It's unclear, because Sora comes to this space with Memory Skyscraper when he first talks to Braig and young Xehanort, and then they put him to sleep again, quotation marks. And then he's in, like, the really nightmarish version of the city. So maybe he came to the real world for a second, and they knocked him back out again. And I don't... It doesn't matter.
It's fine.
It doesn't matter.
It's fine. You
Anyway.
don't have to explain any more of this to me. I've got what I need.
Anyway, hey, Joey.
Hey.
So when I was playing this game on the Nintendo DS, I thought to myself, okay, you know what? This is all really stupid, but, you know, I get to do something cool now.
You get
This
to go up
awesome platforming moveset that we have in this game will surely allow me to manually recreate in gameplay that awesome, most memorable scene.
Oh no, there's an invisible wall right above you, yeah. Yeah. I saw that earlier while you were doing it. This is the only place that's had that too, isn't it?
It's
like why?
How do we do this?
You had a single job. No, he can only jump around and all that in the dream world, not in the real world.
But I was just doing it!
Oh! Oh, man.
End of the road, huh? I know I'm back in the real world, but I still have my Dream Eater powers. Which means he still hasn't woken up.
Sure, whatever you say.
Where are you, Sora?
So how did this body get here? Huh? If we're back in the real world and this is a 14-year-old body, where's the 15-year-old body?
Yeah.
And again, where did he get this body from? Didn't they disrupt the space-time continuum by going back in time and possessing themselves and going out on that raft? Like, didn't the beginning of Kingdom Hearts...
supposed to be Sora's?
Yeah, that's Sora's Dream Eater. That's Sora's little puppo.
Is that where Sora is?
Because that's the one that he's guaranteed to get at the beginning of the game, right? And look, it's Riku's little bat thing. Oh, that Dream Eater told him where Sora was, and they're gonna help him get to Sora, and it's playing the music.
Right.
This is a serious scene. They're gonna kill Sora, or possess him and turn him evil, but it doesn't matter. Don't be worried about it, cause it's all okay.
Oh my god, that was obnoxious. Oh no.
I love video games.
And also, apparently, we're just inside this room now.
That you have to teleport to get into.
No, there's a door somewhere. He just opened it up.
But you told me before that you have to teleport into this.
I lied.
Hands off my new vessel.
Vessel?
Yes. We originally had our sights set on you. But you developed a certain resistance to darkness. So we did what the Keyblade did, and moved down the list. Roxas. Now there was a worthy candidate. But, unfortunately, he became too aware of himself, and returned to Sora. Organization 13's true goal is to divide Xehanort's heart among 13 vessels. Thanks to you and Sora, we learned not all our candidates were fit for the task.
Okay, I don't want to spoil anything too much for you regarding Kingdom Hearts 3, but I know you've probably seen some stuff just because of trailers, and it's like, it's inevitable. So, whatever. I'm not going to give you any specifics, but this bit where, like, previously Xemnas was like, due to weakness of body or weakness of will or lack of trust or whatever, most of the members of the organization proved not sufficient for our goals. So guess what, Joey?
Okay.
In a minute, this room is going to fill up with 12 other dudes in black hoods. And there's like 3 of them that have their hoods off, and it's Master Xehanort and Xemnas and Billy Zane.
Is it gonna be new people?
And it's like, oh my, who are the 13 Xehanorts? Oh, who are they? Who are all going to be the bad guys in Kingdom Hearts 3? They're all members of the organization.
The same ones?
Some of them. There are a couple of other people. I mean, like, to be fair, at this point, Joey, we don't know who all of them are. The game isn't out yet. There are still some question marks. But his
Why would you be a member of the organization if your goal was to get hearts? You got hearts now.
But dude, but Xehanort wanted to put a heart inside of you and make you part of the team. Most of them were inadequate, so that's why more than half of them seem to be back in KH3 as villains. But whatever. We'll discuss more of that later, obviously. I don't want to spoil too much of who or what. But the point is, like, everybody's like, oh man, oh no, there's new people in black hoods. Who are they going to be? And I guess the problem before was it's all people that we don't know, and this time it's all people we already fought.
And
who have no horse in this race.
Fought and beat.
But we managed to
Anyway,
make up
we'll
the
get,
difference.
but we'll discover more of why this is so
Now,
stupid
Sora,
shortly.
The 13th vessel is within our grasp.
So they really want Sora on their team for some reason.
Xehanorts?
I assume it's just because Sora is tough and like they know, oh, we want this powerhouse on our team because Sora's super strong. But no, never mind, that can't be true because they just said a minute ago that he's a weakling except for his friends, and if they turn him into a Xehanort, he won't have any friends, so he'll be completely useless to them. So why do they want him on their team?
Maybe it was all a ruse to make him feel bad.
I guess they just don't want him on the good guys' team being powerful and stopping them, but
then just kill him.
yeah, just kill him. Right now, just stab him.
Just cut
Anyway.
his head off.
The real Organization 13.
The organization?
I am Xehanort from the most distant past. My future self gave me a task. To visit the splintered versions of myself in many worlds and ensure they gathered here today.
From the past?
There are restrictions to movement through time. First, you must leave your body behind to do it. Then there must be a version of you waiting at the destination. Upon arrival, you can only move forward as per the laws of time. And you cannot rewrite the events that are destined to happen.
What have you done?
My most future self will arrive soon. Then time for all of us will return to normal. And I will go back to my era to live the life fate has in store. He can vouch for that.
I want to see appearing there if he didn't die there.
No, I don't think he's reforming there. I think he's just, like, coming. He's just gonna teleport in soon and join them all. Also...
Oh.
why don't you use that all the time, Mickey?
I'm glad I'm not too late.
Stopping time is literally the strongest.
A stop spell that is so powerful that it has now stopped all of the main antagonists of the series for upward of, like, 15 seconds.
That's enough to...
Oh, but he didn't get stopped.
I said
He can move in the
hands
stopped
off.
time.
He can move in the stopped time. How can you be moving in the stopped time?
Jotaro, how could you do that?
Oh no. Are you?
Be gone.
It's a big keyblade.
So you may not have noticed his keyblade is has an hourglass as the keychain, and the blade has like a clock on it. And now we're going to a special boss fight dimension specifically for fighting young Xehanort. And it's got all these gears, and it looks like a big timepiece, and there's the hourglasses.
Aesthetically, this is my jazz, right?
Oh yeah, no, this is super cool looking. This is a really cool arena. But it's just a weird thing, because they just established that, oh, okay, no, so... whatchamacallit, God, what's the name of the stupid thing that I came up with? Voldemort. We've now established that he's the only, like, he's the one who's time traveling because he left his body behind, right?
Yeah.
So, but now we're implying that young Xehanort has special time travel powers? Enough so that he's the only one in the room who can break out of Stopza, and that he can bring Riku to another stopped time dimension? Anyway, whatever, I'll just fight him. And then it's like, oh, the time-traveling version of me tasked me to time travel and go get all the other guys to time travel. But what are you why didn't you just do it yourself? Yeah, Voldemort? Whatever, it doesn't matter. It could not matter less.
Well, it's a good thing he keeps getting staggered.
Oh yeah, because his attacks are ruthless and crazy and come out very fast. That turns your screen white, and then when it comes back up, a bunch of ice is all around you, and it shoots you really fast. But the thing is that, like, you can still move during the white, so as long as you... If you've ever played Call of Duty, and you've ever been flashbanged, like, you're fine. All you have to do is just, like, dash, and you're out of the attack before the light even comes back up.
What was that above your head? Was he slowing you down?
Yeah, he used the slow status effect on me. Because again, dude, he has time powers, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, see, there you go. He can use stopped time, so...
But then why can't... This is the youngest version, so why can't everybody else do it?
He forgot. He saw all the other cool powers and was like, you know, at the end of the day, time stop is kind of boring.
It's too overpowered. I'm such a brilliant tactician. Oh, and then he just said, time stop. Like freaking Pierce in the Dungeons & Dragons episode of Community. Time stop! Anyway, so he uses time stop here, right?
Yep.
And he creates this clock thing.
Use reality shift.
Yes. You have to use reality shift or else you're in big trouble.
Are you?
Oh yeah. Oh crud, I'm out of... Oh crud, I'm so okay, well, great. I didn't see the fourth one. I was like, none of them seem to be lining up. Whatever. Well, whatever. I get to demonstrate this. He just said, "You shall wonder forever," or something like that. If you fail that sequence, he restarts the fight from the beginning.
Really?
Using the time travel, dude. Whatever. I got to show it. It's fine.
Yeah. That's frustrating.
Now, to be fair, he has less health.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah. It's not as bad as it could be. Anyway, I'm just gonna double jump up here and keep using my homing attacks out of his range.
May not be pretty, but it is necessary. The reason he's not... Yeah, so later on, it's like, he stopped using time travel because it was overpowered and wasn't cool, and it's like, oh no.
God.
That's why he doesn't...
I couldn't do anything.
That's why he doesn't like Balloon either.
Yeah, probably. It's what led him to be a villain. He hated the happiness of balloons and festivals with small children.
He literally looked and was like, dark powers have a lot cooler looking attacks. Like, I can shoot, like, blue lightning.
I mean, that's the main advantage of being evil. It's just the wardrobe.
Yeah, absolutely.
The special effects.
Good guys don't look cool. They're too bubbly.
Alright, finally, here we go.
Where'd he go?
Oh, he's over there fighting my frog. Wow, none of this even hit me. God, he is trying his absolute best. Frog
is kicking his ass right now. Look at that.
Oh, hold on. Ice attack. Moving. Thank you. Can I please lock onto the bad guy? Thank you. For the record, I was mashing the lock-on button like during that entire exchange, and the game was not. Did you notice that? Look, the attack even comes out like.
Yeah. Before you even hit, it just does.
Because it's just canned to go out at the time that it goes out.
I mean, it's better than having the attack just not.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's just the weird animation, like, and the really hard, like, harsh animations that everything follows in these Osaka Team games that just makes everything feel super clunky and slow. Like, the fact, like, look, if I try to mash out these dark dodges, it puts me into this stupid slide thing that leaves me vulnerable, see?
Can you turn that off?
I can. I can go into my abilities and turn it off. Oh, Fire Frog forced him into the next phase. You can turn that off, but I guess I just didn't. Oh, well. I'm stupid. Alright, let's do this better this time. There we go.
Alright, you did it.
Much better. Much cleaner that time.
Alright, with the power of your friends, you cut it.
Alright, now we have to... No, we're not quite done yet. Now I got the sequence with no music. We have to damage the clock, right?
Okay.
But the problem is he sends out these Phantom Masters, young Xehanorts, who you cannot hurt, and who just just combo lock you with these ridiculous strings. You just can't do anything about.
Wonderful.
So, and this is time sensitive because time is draining on that clock, and when that clock hits 0, the fight will restart.
Will it have this health bar next time?
This phase I think will have the same lengthy health bar, yes. Though we will get the shorter health bar of the for the first phase of the fight.
No, I mean, but it's like, will this health carry over?
I don't think so, but I don't know because we're gonna kill it anyway. Hopefully, so it doesn't matter. We're half of our time is gone, and we have 1 bar of health left.
This fight actually seems like it could potentially be a wall if you hadn't really grinded up to this point.
I've seen it be a wall for people on streams and in playthroughs and stuff before.
That's a shame.
But it's easy enough to, since the room right before it is just go back to the world map to, you know, it's not like you have to go through, it's not like you have to fight through other bosses again to get here. You just skip 2 cutscenes and you're back in it.
Yeah.
Here we are, now we're back, after that boss fight.
And the stop time still?
Yeah, now the time is unstopping. Maybe the time was stopped while we were having the boss fight too, I don't know. Like, I mean, like Mickey's time was stopped. Like, that fight took 1 second, even inside the stopped time. Anyway, there he is.
And, okay, and it is the same old man model.
We know it should be the Xehanort one, but whatever. All of this was decided!
Would welcome me here on this day, when I would return a complete person. It is the future which lies beyond my sight.
Why not? The future is now. The future is... If he... Right now, the moment where he's talking at this moment, he could have time traveled to this point and seen this. So as long as he's alive for another hour, he can see what lies beyond now.
People believed that light was a gift from an unseen land by the name of Kingdom Hearts. But Kingdom Hearts was safeguarded by its counterpart, the Keyblade. Warriors vied for that precious light, thus beginning the Keyblade War.
So is rescuing Sora urgent?
Violent clash shattered the Keyblade.
We're just gonna sit here and listen to this?
Into 20 pieces. 7 of light and 13 of darkness. And the only real Kingdom Hearts was swallowed by the darkness, never to surface again. I once tried to create my own pure light and darkness to forge the Keyblade.
I mean, you succeeded.
But the attempt ended in failure.
No,
to
Joey.
make the thing, yes, but you did get a heart of, or being a pure light and darkness.
No, Joey. You don't understand. You know how in the journals in Birth by Sleep, he was like, the way to do it is between a high dimensional clash between 2 poles? And I'm gonna, yeah. So this was what was so confusing when I was talking about Birth by Sleep, because I was getting ahead of myself a bit towards this stuff, which is that was cheating. Doing it with Ven and Vanitas was not the right way to do it.
Okay.
I acted rashly. I can admit that now.
I acted hastily, that plan that I spent my entire life working on, and at least 4 years from splitting Ven to the time of Birth by Sleep happening. I, master tactician, and who has knowledge over all time, Xehanort, I acted rashly and hastily.
Listen, when you're immortal because you can constantly just snatch bodies, then you know.
This is so stupid. This feels really obviously like, okay, so they came up with all the Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts and the 2 poles clashing to make the Keyblade stuff for Birth by Sleep, right? They came up with it for that game.
Yeah.
And so they came up with a way to do it in that game. Ven and Vanitas, Light and Darkness, do it, right? Okay. Then they realized, okay, Master Xehanort is our main antagonist. What does he want? He wants the same thing he wanted last time. But we can't do the Ven and Vanitas thing again. We'll have to come up with it. We'll say that was the wrong way to do it, and there's a better way to do it with blackjack and hookers.
What you did back then, your mistakes, changed the destinies of 3 of my friends.
He never met Terra.
But destiny is never left to chance. I merely...
That was the tagline of Birth by Sleep. Destiny is never left to chance. Can I talk about how much I hate Destiny and Fate and storytelling in almost all contexts? Not always, but like anything that just, I mean, like sometimes, you know, seeing somebody like struggle against their fate or whatever and in the end be unable to change just like the tides of fate and time, like that can be interesting. But like what it was in Birth by Sleep was like these friends fall apart for reasons that are completely outside of their control and because of the machinations of a villain, or at least that was what it was supposed to be. It kind of wasn't that, but like whatever. The idea that we're supposed to be sad that these three characters are in bad shape because, what do you mean it was never... If it was Destiny, then they wouldn't have... God, I don't even know how to begin to parse this. Destiny is never left to chance. If it was their destiny for you to come along and ruin their lives, then there was no like, oh, I had to do my job to get them there. You doing your job was part of the destiny. If you needed to do something to ensure that they got there, then it wasn't destiny. Like, you're saying, yes, I chose to do the thing that was their destiny to ensure that they got there. That doesn't make any... God, my brain breaks with that tagline, Destiny is never left to chance. That's so stupid. Anyway, whatever.
Guided them to their proper places. The broken boy who failed to be the blade. The misguided master who sacrificed herself for a friend. And the feckless youth who became my new vessel.
I couldn't find a way to save them. But I wanted to believe that their sacrifice stopped you for good.
Which was why in Kingdom Hearts 1, in Kingdom Hearts 2, when we have that flashback to him talking with Master Ansem the Wise, and he refers to his apprentice as Xehanort, Mickey didn't react at all.
He forgot.
I forgot about the important sacrifice that my friends made to stop you.
Why? How was I so blind?
Because you weren't paying attention.
I should have seen it.
Because you're just real stupid.
As soon as Maleficent started gathering the 7 princesses of heart.
Because only Xehanort could have been behind the thing that anybody could do.
They were all my doing.
I'm so smart! I'm smarter than everybody else!
To find 7 pure lights for me. Just as I prepared 13 vessels to fill with pure darkness.
But you failed. Sora stopped you in your tracks on both counts.
This is something really weird about to happen here.
Did. That dull.
Well, before this, I'm sorry, I know, I'm talking about a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna fill 13 vessels with pure darkness. Xehanort's heart isn't pure darkness.
No.
That was the whole point, was that Vanitas was a unique thing. So, and also, again, why do we need 13? We'll get to that, don't worry. Remember the whole thing about the key blade shattering into 7 pieces of light and 13 pieces of darkness? Well, the real proper way to do it is to have 7 lights and 13 darknesses fight each other. That's the real proper way to make the blade.
Gotcha. Makes sense to me.
But they don't have to be pure, apparently, because you can just be a guy who's kind of evil. And you can be a guy who's like a good guy.
It's just it's the scales. It's like as long as it's like above as long as it's a 60-40 on the light and darkness scale, then it's fine. This
is the other thing that so moving on from that point to yes, he did that dull ordinary boy. As I was talking about before. Sora, he's just such a nice guy. He's such a normal, ordinary dude, down to earth, who wasn't even chosen by the Keyblade, but he's still a hero anyway, right? That's what really makes him special. This is, again, just the complete Flanderization of this character, of looking at the art of him smiling with the big clown shoes and going, oh, this is what Sora is.
Yeah.
He's just a nice anime boy. And that's how he's written in this game, that's how he's written in Coded. And now it's like, oh, he's special because he's so normal. He's so normal, but even despite his normality, he's just super nice to everybody.
Man,
he's just so nice.
They're doing the opposite in this series, what they do to mess up some series, but it's still messing it up. Where, like, in this one, it's like he was the chosen one. No, he's just an ordinary guy. But then it's like Halo. It's like he's just an ordinary super soldier. No, he was chosen by the Forerunners.
Ordinary boy. The Keyblade wielder so unlike any I have ever seen.
I mean, it was always important that he was, like, chosen. Like, because, he was an ordinary kid living on an island.
Yeah.
Who was selected
but he was chosen.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just this weird, like, prioritization of what's important about him that you're gonna see in a second here. They're basically, like, in a few more scenes, they're gonna talk about how Sora is, like, the most important and special person ever because he's just so nice and so innocent and so, like, just so normal. Mm-hmm. But anyway.
However, I have not abandoned my ambition.
Obviously.
I mean, what are we doing here if not that?
Light and the 13 Seekers of Darkness.
What a weird way to put it. Think about his whole balance shtick. 7 Guardians of Light and 13 Seekers of Darkness. The 7 people who are trying to stop us from ruining everything.
He has abandoned all notion of equilibrium.
That's, I don't know. The first couple of plot synopsises that were released for Kingdom Hearts 3 were like, in an effort to stop Master Xehanort from overthrowing what he perceives to be the tyranny of light, Sora and friends must do this, or whatever, right? God, it's so muddled! He wants to be a god, just keep it at that.
Of light? Well, for Keyblade wielders, there's me and Riku and Sora, and my 3 missing friends, that's 6. Then the 7th would be... Oh, that means the 13 Seekers of Darkness.
Yes, little king. Perceptive.
I have no idea what Mickey's talking about there, and he isn't about to say anything.
Okay.
Who is the 7th that he thinks of, and then that makes him realize something about the 13 Darknesses? I don't know. I do not know what he's talking about.
Gotcha.
But anyway, I love, again, the tension in this scene. They are surrounded on all sides by 12 guys who are ready to want to blow up the universe, and Mickey's like, well, let me do some math real quick. Let's see, hold on. So I guess there's me and Sora and Riku, and Terra, Aqua, and Ven. Like, what? Am I supposed to be worried? Like, this is the climax of the game. Is your heart pounding with concern for the health of our heroes?
Why? They should at least all have guns pointed at Mickey in their chairs.
But Sora and another on your list belong to me now. And that puts you 3 Guardians short.
But no, didn't Mickey just have a realization about the 7th? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Honestly, got a godlike.
Because, Joey, this isn't actually a shot of him. It's a shot of both of them.
Oh, my bad.
Flash will beget the prize.
He said, hey, listen, don't worry about the fact that you're missing people, because all the pieces are destined to appear, so we can have the final clash that will produce that which I seek.
The Keyblade.
They just couldn't even be bothered to shoot the scene. They're just like, well, we just gotta put these characters in the frame together, even though they're not standing next to each other.
13 darknesses shall be united. All the seats have been filled. And now, the last vessel shall bear my heart like the rest.
Oh no, maybe we should have done something about this situation before now. Maybe we should have intervened instead of just letting the villains talk about and do whatever they wanted. Oh no, villains that I beat 5 minutes ago. How will I ever?
He made it!
Hey, there he is. There's that fiery lad.
Axel!
Axel? Please. The name's Lee. Got it memorized?
You're not supposed to be
Even the villains aren't reacting to this.
You're not supposed to be here.
Is turning Sora evil important to them? Because if it is, why aren't all of them shooting him?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter, actually.
I'll always be there to get my friends back.
Do they not care about Sora being in the group?
Bad timing. You had your perfect little script, but you kind of forgot to write the sequel.
The most unintentionally
Now, let's
meta
find
criticism
out
of
what
all
happens.
time.
It's pretty good.
Coot, our time is up.
Oh, one guy will stop him. Oh, it's that guy. Oh, I know that guy. I know what that is. He doesn't have the yellow Xehanort eyes. Glowing yellow eyes are supposed to indicate Xehanortedness, but
Looky
Ansem...
there, you were talking about that before, how it's like, just teleport it behind you, and he did it.
Finally, someone did it.
Why are you here, Axel?
No, I told you my name's... Axel.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
That's other than the Your Majesty. I gotta stop doing that. Mickey. That's one of the only good comedy moments. It's very similar of just cutting yourself off. Oh no, how will we ever deal with this? Again, there are 12 other dudes in this room that aren't helping.
You haven't... What the hell? You have an arm free, by the way, Riku. You're good.
Oh, Donald and Goofy hitting him was enough to make him go away.
Were we supposed to do that?
So you don't see it, but that effect was the same as the Star Shard that Mickey uses. The plot drive that Mickey has in Birth by Sleep.
Noticed that, yeah.
Which is, I guess, kind of a cool callback. But also, Donald, Goofy, you saved us from the 12 villains who are still here! Who aren't even trying to stop us from ruining... The whole game, this entire game was about them trying to get Sora in their group, and they did nothing to stop them from stopping the plan.
Are they done now?
Yeah, they're out of time, dude.
Okay. Wait, what? Why is everybody else out of time?
They're all out of time travel time, dude. They all have to go back to where they came from.
But the gathering of the 7 and 13 is nigh. Let us finish this at the fated place, once your lights and my darknesses have joined together.
Aren't we all gonna forget all this?
We
no, we're
did
in the
time
regular
travel,
time.
yeah.
They time traveled, I guess.
Also, they're not going to forget any of this, don't worry.
Okay.
This is
They
so
etched it into
bizarre.
their hearts.
So they're saying, okay, so there's some kind of like arbitrary time limit on this point, right? Where like here we all have to return to when we came from, right?
Sure.
Well, then how are they there in Kingdom Hearts 3? They just time travel again?
Is young, old, and like Ansem there?
Young Xehanort is there, Leonard Nimoy Xehanort is there, Xemnas is there, Ansem is there, Braig is there, Syax is there. Okay. I'm not going to tell you anymore, but they're all there. They're all in the trailers for Kingdom Hearts 3. They're all there.
I hope the Syax plot is decent, at least, because we've been seeing that they're kind of buds this whole time. And then
exactly, but it's like, it's this... Sorry, go ahead first. You said
I mean, that was all that. It was that and then in the movie, the tension between them. It's like, maybe there will be a good payoff, but I'm not expecting it.
That's what I'm concerned about, is like... Now the burden of expectation is so heavily on Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, do you like Ienzo? Well, he's a good guy now, right? So we introduced him, his parents being dead, but he didn't even have a single line of dialogue in Birth by Sleep. And then in Coded, he was essentially a different character. So now we got Ienzo's in 3, and he's a good guy. So we got to figure out what to do with him now. We got to explain what Lee and Axel's deal is. Explore it, explain what their plan was about taking over the organization, disregard it now that Isa is just in the new organization, and then also resolve it all in the same game. We had like 5 games. We could have done any of those other things. We had Days to establish what they were doing. We had Birth by Sleep to establish what their deal is and how they stopped being friends.
They didn't make it that far.
We had like all of this isn't even set up. It's like imagine like you see a whole movie, and at the end of the movie, like the only thing that's gained is like the heroes see, oh, there's a guy in a cloak. I wonder who that is. We learn nothing about them except that they exist. If someone skipped that movie, if you skipped that movie and I saw it, and we both went to see the sequel, when that guy in the cloak showed up, you would know just as much about him as I do. So if you're just gonna wait until Kingdom Hearts 3 to do all these stories, then why did you do any of these stories? Also, okay, let's look at Xehanort's plan. Not so much from a logic standpoint of in-universe, but from a storytelling standpoint. 13 lights and 7 darknesses have to all clash against each other at the same time, right? To fake the blade.
Sure.
That means that when Kingdom Hearts 3 rolls around, none of the heroes can die and none of the bad guys can die until the end of the game. You probably can't even fight any of them, because why would they risk fighting you and dying and screwing up the plan?
Well, no, they're still going to do that. They're still going to do it because video games are
But you
bad.
can't beat them, because if you kill them, then they can't be there for the ending.
Yeah.
And they got to find more people to put in there.
I didn't say it's going to be done well. I'm just saying they're going to do it.
Also, so Xemnas doesn't exist anymore. He's time traveling from before he died at the ending of Kingdom Hearts 2, right?
Sure.
So we can't kill him in KH3. Because he has to go back in time to die in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, you're right.
Same with Billy Zane.
Huh.
If we do kill them, then that's going to create a time paradox, because they can't go back in time to die in the past to create Old Man Xehanort, who is here. Not because of time travel, or maybe he is. Maybe it's a bluff and he is time traveling. Like, It's a weird thing, because he should be Xehanort, because that was the body that was destroyed, but here he is as old man Leonard Nimoy. So maybe, like, he is time traveling in here, and this is some kind of weird bluff, but again, like, what? God, none of this means anything. It's all so irrelevant to anything that's going on emotionally with any of the characters, including the Xehanorts. What does being half Xehanort mean?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, and I completely forgot earlier. I was gonna be like, so what's up with that line?
I don't know. Does that mean that Xehanort can control him, but he still has his personality? Or does that just mean, like, he has Xehanort powers, but he's still himself? Is he just, like, awakened to, oh, I really want to help Xehanort, and that's what it all means to be half Xehanort? What does that mean? And why do I not know that right now? Why do I have to sit around and wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 to maybe explain these things? If I have to wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 to explain it, why am I playing this at all? Why didn't you just make 3? This game came out in 2012. Why did you make this?
This game came out in 2012?
Yes.
This one?
Dream Drop Distance came out in 2012.
Really?
Yes. Maybe instead of wasting 2 years between Birth by Sleep and this game, creating a game where the characters are like, this is what's going to happen next time, you could have just made what happened next time.
Was this the last one that came out?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't realize there was that much of a deficit.
It's been all HD re-releases and cell phone games.
Oh, man. Yay. All right.
Look, all that's left now is to fix Sora, right? And we're going to do that, because of course we are.
Yeah.
So here's what this plot was about. Here's what happened in this. Here's the important setup for Kingdom Hearts 3, right? The villains showed up and said, hey, we're going to fight each other next time. And then they left, and nobody fought. 25 hours of playing this game, $40. The only thing that's happening in the story anymore, because we've robbed it of all thematic relevance, all depth, all character arcs, is just the good guys are gonna punch the bad guys. That's the whole game. And then at the end, they just say, don't worry, we'll punch each other next time. Please be excited for a game that is gonna come out in 2019. This game is like the perfect encapsulation of everything that is wrong with hype culture. It is hype made into a product. It is the bare bones of what should be first act exposition of a story. Kingdom Hearts 3 should open, and Yensid should be like, Xehanort's coming back, we gotta get ready for him. We gotta get a squad ready to stop his squad. And that should be 5 minutes! And then we just go. What was the point of any of this? The only plan that was initiated within this game that mattered was trying to turn Sora evil, and we stopped it. And apparently they didn't even care enough to stop us from stopping it.
Can we do anything for him?
Yeah. In your Mark of Mastery exam, you were to unlock 7 sleeping keyholes.
Oh, but we didn't do that because the Xehanorts hijacked the plan, right? That was the whole thing they were saying, was that we weren't doing the test and we were off on the...
By doing so, you would awaken those worlds from their prison of slumber, and also acquire the power to free a heart from its sleep. Riku, you unlocked those keyholes within Sora's dreams.
Oh!
Therefore, it stands
he
to
did
reason
get
that you
all
now
7.
have
So people who are like, oh, it was this again? I sorry that I'm like.
So does he get power and Sora doesn't?
He's got the power of waking and Sora doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But also, it's just like, so I guess the keyholes that were inside of Sora's dream, that was all real then. That was all the sleeping worlds. So whatever Master Xehanort was saying, young Xehanort was saying about the grid not being asleep was bull.
Gotcha.
Because we did unlock him, and he has the power now. Also, again, I'll say one more time, is this the only way to get this power? Does this mean that no one can ever get this power again? If there's a more efficient way of getting the power, why didn't we do that instead? Why did you send us to another dimension where you couldn't supervise us and take all of our powers away when you knew that the most dangerous guy in the universe was coming back?
I have no answers.
I know! I've spent the last 6 years trying to find some!
I have no retort. I'm just...
7 years, excuse me.
power to awaken Sora's heart.
Anyway, he has the power of waking, so he can fix Sora.
You want him to dive back into Sora's sleep? But, Master, Sora's heart is down in the darkest abyss. If Riku's not careful, he might just get trapped down there with him. No, I'll go instead.
And perhaps you may even succeed, Mickey. But there is no denying Riku stands the better chance.
Get this.
Okay.
Riku, now that you've freed the 7 sleeping worlds, you have the power of waking. You should use it to help Sora. Mickey says,
I'll do it.
It's too dangerous, I'll do it. Yensid says, and perhaps you might even succeed. But there's no denying that Riku stands the better chance, comma, since he has the power of waking, you think he's going to say.
Having dived into Sora's heart as long as he had.
Gotcha.
So I guess Mickey also freed the 7 sleeping worlds. Does Yensid go around and blow up 7 worlds every time that he needs somebody to get this power? Like, he just does this? Is he a secret villain? It would make sense since he kneecapped their ability to fight Xehanort and basically delivered these 2 guys to him on a silver platter and stripped them of all of their powers in the worst possible time.
Mickey's a king, it's fine.
I'll go wake Sora up.
Riku!
Look at his face. Sleeping like nothing's wrong.
Oh, he's just so nice! Oh, he's just so nice! He's just so sweet! Oh, Sora's always been like this. He's just such a good boy! Such a precious anime boy! Oh, I just love him! Oh, I just love him so much. He's just so nice and so sweet.
Besides, what kind of Keyblade master sleeps through his test? I'm doing it for me too. Sora saved me once. And I heard him call my name. He needs me.
At one point, I expect to look over to you and just see you crying.
Binds us to each other.
There's something so strong that binds us all together as Tomodachi.
You can reach him.
As a point of reference, that little rant that I had a second ago about how special Sora was resulted in Joey just like breathing very deeply and sinking back into the sofa like he was in, like somebody was operating on him. It was like, oh god, it'll be over soon. Like it's not, I swear it's not just me freaking out about this stuff. Anyway.
Getcha. I promise I'll bail you out.
Oh, so apparently Lee can do it too.
Well, listen.
If something goes bad, I'll help.
Well, he's got the cloak that makes him immune.
But he doesn't have the power of waking.
Off. It's fine. Oh man, it's like you're getting wound up about this, and I'm just kind of losing myself in it. It's not great for audio, but I'm just like, yeah. Oh, okay. There's the Pokemon.
He's going into the sleeping world, Joey.
That's
the portal to go into the sleeping world.
Yeah, you're right. So he can just summon that?
Yeah, he has the power now. He can just do that.
Hold on. Maybe he can summon that and everybody else can use it. So Mickey was like, I'll do it.
Nah, he'll go by himself. We can't have party members in this game. We gotta use Dream Eaters. We can't hang out with Disney characters in this Kingdom Hearts game. Though this does raise
Final Fantasy at?
Though this does raise another question.
Oh my god, you're actually diving.
I thought that they had to like time travel back and surf Destiny Islands to go to the sleeping realm.
Attack them.
Tag them.
Actually, attacking them works.
Yeah. Why not? Oh look, it's all of his memories of his life and his time with his Tomodachi. It's like it's all the encapsulation of Sora's life.
You can combo those Soras.
No, I missed him.
No.
Oh no.
You went too fast.
Too fast. Stop! No. Oh no, there's evil Soras. This is so stupid. Oh no, that was a recusant sigil. Xehanort's gonna know where I am. Oh no.
No, you keep dashing through to big groups of them. You're never gonna rescue.
I can't stop and pick them up. So I'm always moving down. This is a very badly designed minigame.
No, look, yeah, right there. There you go.
I was trying to kill the bad Sora. Whatever. There, I killed him. I did it. Stop recusant sigilling me.
Oh man.
Oh god, I might have to redo this if I don't get these.
You just gotta get one more.
But that's the portal right there. Oh god, please. Oh god, thank god. This is the portal. Like I was. Oh no, never mind. It's not.
Yeah, you're.
No, I just look. I'm at the beginning of the course again.
Oh.
I picked up that last one. It said ring open as I was literally inside the ring. I gotta complete it again. But you know what? You get to see what it's like because I haven't failed any of these before. If you don't complete your objectives before the ring is open, you gotta just redo the whole course again. Nice. Yeah. Sweet. Gonna save my best friend from hell. Yeah. Nice. Ha! Come on.
Ah! These like A-posing floating swords look dumb. The evil ones.
Don't worry about it, it's fine. Get out of my way. Can this be over? Thank you.
Turn around and look happy.
I mean,
Oh,
I was bad,
it.
so it was my fault. So I could have done that easily, and I was just screwing around because I didn't care.
The more you care, the faster we get through this, and the faster you can put this all behind you.
This
and
is
go
true.
on with your life.
This is true. Obviously, eventually I want to review all of these games, but completing this with you on stream is killing a pretty big demon in my life. A demon!
What?
Get dang demons!
Okay, it was too dark. I couldn't see the outline. Is this
That's Ven's armor
Okay,
using
yeah.
the Kingdom Key, infected by the darkness and made into a nightmare.
Gotcha.
So even though it's like still containing and protecting Sora's like essence from this, like, see, we're standing on the Station of Awakening right now, right?
Yeah.
Like the stained glass. But in the time since that cutscene, like the darkness is so saturated Sora's heart that like he's just barely being protected. This is also a very visually cool fight.
It
the
really
the
is.
inkiness of this, the changing from black to white, it all looks cool. This is a pretty neat fight overall.
That's a cool attack.
This is when I was saying we're gonna have a boss fight against a character I was like, we're gonna have a boss fight against 2 characters we fought before, and I was like, wait, actually, 3 characters that we know, because we technically get to fight Ven here, sort of.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh, you can jump against the walls here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Gotta give you the ability to use that flow motion.
Yeah, this area could ironically stand to be lit up a little bit better, but this is a cool fight regardless.
Yeah, it's still pretty cool. All right. Also, he's about to do something that's actually this. I was really impressed by this when it first happened.
Oh,
right? He
Yeah.
shot locks onto me, and then well, I gotta actually wait for a second because it doesn't hurt him initially. Can we do it now? There we go. So he shot locks me, and I use flow motion on him.
That's cool.
This happens, like, I love it when this kind of stuff happens in games and you fight like a former player character who uses the mechanics that you used.
Yeah, no, that's radical.
That's so cool. I love that stuff so much in games.
Good on you. That was neat.
Even in the depths of darkness, a glimmer of light. Think about how mad I was 2 seconds ago. I'm like, yeah, that was a cool boss fight and a cool special effect.
Sora!
Like, I'm not trying to be mean to these games just to be mean to them or whatever. I'm just trying to be honest about how I feel, and that includes, oh, sometimes cool things happen. Like, I'm not going into this with like the you know, the preconceived notion of, oh, I'm gonna hate this game. I went into Dream Drop Distance excited.
I'll find you, Sora.
God, I hate how Keyblades have turned into just, you can point them and they'll take you where you need to go. They'll just unlock a door to whatever. You can point them in a wall into the ocean and you go inside Sora's dreams. You can point them at a wall and create a portal of light that just takes you to whatever world you need to go to. You can just float whenever you want. You can hold up the key to make a keyhole and then shoot it, and it doesn't matter. What are we doing right now? What just happened?
We don't know, but it's okay because he knows, because he's got the power of awakening.
It's true.
So it's the eldritch knowledge of how to. So okay, that's the thing. It's like everybody else can go here and physically do these things, but he possesses the knowledge of how it works and how to accurately and properly do it without destroying everything.
I guess so.
There you go.
You're preempting yourself because there's something really, really wild that's gonna happen in a few scenes, but we'll get to that later.
Roxas? What is it that you're so afraid of?
Remind me how he knows Roxas?
No, he doesn't forget about Roxas. He abducted Roxas.
Oh,
and
Roxas.
No, yeah,
sorry.
not
Yeah,
Ven,
yeah.
not Ven. No,
My bad.
no,
what the
Roxas.
heck? My bad.
What are you so afraid of? He asked. So this is how you get the secret ending of this game.
Really?
Yeah.
You have to do it in the right order or something?
You have to answer 3 questions correctly, and some people get thrown up thrown off by the last one because they try to think of Riku's characterization in particular. You're supposed to answer what he's concerned about at this exact moment the most. And in this moment, I believe it's losing something that's important.
Losing something that's important.
They're trying to save Sora. But I'll double check. I mean, I already have the secret ending, so it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna double check and see what the actual like required answers are, just in case I'm wrong. In case anybody is playing along at home and wants to know how to do this properly.
No. Wait.
What is the one thing you care about more than anything else?
Huh?
What would your guess be here, Joey?
My close friends.
My close friends. What is going on? Huh? Sora!
That's not Sora.
It's not Sora at all. But maybe it's the implication of how like Xion looks different when different people look at her. So maybe from a distance he actually like saw Sora, and then we got closer. Not so much. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this is supposed to be the people who are inside of Sora's heart or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Riku, what do you wish?
More questions. All right. I wish...
This is the one that throws people, because everybody goes to protect my friends, because obviously. But in this specific moment, it's to save Sora.
Okay, to recover something important.
Yeah,
to recover something important that I lost.
If you answer him wrong, is there any visual difference?
No, not at all. He just still reads the line and the scene proceeds as normal, but you can't get the secret endings. You gotta go refight young Master Xehanort and Ventus Nightmare, or just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Boy, here we go.
Oh boy. Wait.
This isn't that bad, but it's pretty dumb.
Okay.
You were not the visitor I expected.
Diz! I mean... Ansem the Wise. What are you doing here?
Perhaps I wanted to atone for events of the past.
Wait, so is he just chilling in Sora's heart?
No, remember, he's in the Realm of Darkness chilling with Aqua. Remember, we saw that at the ending of Birth by Sleep?
Yeah, wait, are we in the Realm of...
No, we're inside of Sora's heart.
Okay.
This is not the real.
This is... Okay. This is...
You remember, do you remember when he was like, I hid the data of my research inside of Sora?
Oh, yeah.
This is how like in the original Tron, the programs look like the people who wrote them.
Right.
This is digital Ansem hidden inside of Sora's heart.
Undo the harm I have wrought. I felt that I ought to leave at least something behind. So I digitized myself and my research and hid them within Sora.
So this is... data?
Yes. A clue, I hope, to finding yourselves or your lost friends in your hour of need. The heart has always been quick to grow.
What does that
Each
mean?
exposure to light, to the natural world, to other people, shapes this most malleable part inside of us. Nobody's are not different from us in that manner. Sora was the only one able to return to his human form without destroying his nobody. That is a statement to the love in his heart for other people.
Is that true, or was that we didn't really understand the mechanics yet?
I don't know. Remember how I was like, Roxas doesn't make sense. Oh, but then that explains it, right?
No, it's because
apparently it was because he was just so nice that he broke the laws of the universe to be nice to someone he didn't know on accident without meaning to. Because he didn't even do it. Kyrie used the Princess of Heart magic to bring him back. He didn't have a choice in the matter.
No, it was actually, she didn't do anything, and it was all on him because he's so nice.
I also hate that, like, Remember when Diz was like a horrible xenophobic monster who wanted to kill all nobodies?
Yes.
But apparently this Data, which was hidden inside of Sora while he was still asleep, knows that, oh, nobodies can grow back hearts and they're actually cool. And I'm very mellow and calm now.
What's his Data, not him, you dingus.
But it is...
You dingus?
Just hate.
The Data is objective,
Perhaps he has the power to bring back the hearts and existences of those connected to him.
Don't say that, please.
How does Diz know that this is important?
We thought were lost to us forever.
Like who?
Our most precious.
The only person he would know about is maybe Roxas and maybe
empty
Naminé.
puppet, the trees of the forest, and the petals on the wind. There are hearts around us everywhere we look.
Trees have hearts. Flower petals
And
have
it
hearts.
does not take superhuman powers to see them. Surely we remember as children the way our hearts made everything seem so shiny and perfect. Sora has a heart like that, uncorrupted.
So you're saying he's
To
just a
see
dumb
the
kid.
good before the bad.
And that's what makes him special.
When he sees the heart in something, it then becomes real. When a connection seems broken, he may have the power to mend it.
Yes, please keep being vague about these
He
terms.
has touched countless hearts. He has accepted them, and he has saved them. And some of those hearts have never left him, whether they fell into darkness or were trapped there, whether they sleep in the darkness of Sora's heart, or were welcomed.
I guess, yeah, I'm
warmth.
stupid. Well, Diz may not know about this. I guess if Data Diz has been chilling out inside Sora's
They
heart, he would
can
know about
be
at least the
saved.
3 people who are here. So.
All Sora
Silly
needs
me.
to do is be himself and follow wherever it is that his heart takes him.
What's your problem?
This objective Data is saying he'll do it if he just bees himself, dude. Just let him do his thing.
I wonder if
Rest is in there.
Ventus and Roxas and Xion are all like conscious and functional inside of Sora.
I really hope not.
I also love that like
Now, why is it?
the those two being here separately, the opening of this game showing Roxas and Ven as separate people. It's like, why would you make them different characters? Why would you do that?
Because what if I like my boy from the one, but then they're like, no, it's different. You're the other one.
I mean, I get it. Some people like Ven and don't like Roxas, or the other way around, or whatever. But it's like, even the Ven that we knew in Birth by Sleep can't exist anymore anyway because he reassimilated with Vanitas. So like his personality would be fundamentally altered anyway, right?
You say right, but you already know the answer.
No, I don't.
The answer is probably not.
Probably not. But I mean, the game's about to end, and these questions aren't going to be answered.
No. Listen, you just have to wait a few more days.
I know I do. I really, really hope to God that they just say that they're the same person in KH3. I don't want to have to worry about in Kingdom Hearts 4 having Roxas and Ven running around doing whatever. Or if they just kill everybody, that's cool too. Honestly, there are some of these characters that I like. Like, I like Roxas and Xion and Axel. Well, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on Axel because he's a really schizophrenic character.
Mm-hmm.
Going from, like, psychopathic murderer villain, like, assassin man to best friend teacher dude. And it feels kind of weird. But I still like him, I guess. And, I mean, I don't even dislike Sarah, Aqua, and Ven that much. I don't really like the story that they inhabit so much, but I don't mind them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind these characters. I want them all gone. I do not want all of these people running around. Can you imagine trying to write a story where all of these characters are just like around and accessible and participating?
Yeah, that'd be kind of rough.
Oh, man. I maintain that like there's that one Shiro Amano, the guy who did the manga, like he did the art for the calendars, and there's one picture he did. It's Sora, Riku, and Kairi, Donald and Goofy in the background, Mickey with Chip and Dale, and then Naminé over kind of in the corner with a Moogle. And that is the perfect cast. Is the perfect cast. I don't even dislike these characters. But Tetsuya Nomura needs to make other games.
I need to free him.
I wish he'd gotten to make Versus 13. He could have done all of this crazy stuff that he loves in a setting that befits it, instead of here with all these Disney characters where he has to devote 90% of his runtime to stuff that he clearly doesn't care about anymore. Anyway.
That you are here.
Why are you here, Riku?
I kinda need to wake Sora up.
Don't tell me he's gone to sleep again.
Yeah. What'll I do with him?
What, indeed? Never fear. Sora is safe.
Huh?
He's not here. You see, by defeating the nightmare imprisoning Sora, you freed him.
Is he saying he's already awake?
Yeah, he's already awake.
The Sora wrapped in that black phantom?
Then you came here, and you were questioned by 3 young people.
Well, do you remember this?
I remember this. This was like 3 minutes ago.
Well, for us, it was a little bit longer.
Well, whatever. People don't know. You know, people don't need to know that we paused the game in the middle of the cutscene and left for an hour and then came back. People don't need to know that. It's fine.
It was meatloaf time.
Go home now.
We had to go eat.
Really? Thank you.
Not related at all, but man, when like we say meatloaf and it's normal, but it's like it is not a name of a food; it is a concept. It is a loaf of meat.
Meatloaf is a concept, not an item of food. So there's a moment here that people really like, and I do appreciate it. I guess it's pretty subtle. It's kind of neat, but it really implies an arc for Riku that just hasn't existed in this game.
Young man, I do not believe you ever told me your name.
It's Riku.
In Kingdom Hearts 2, Ansem the Wise, or / Diz, asked him that question, and he answered, "It's Ansem." Right?
Uh-huh.
So it's like, oh, look, see, he got over himself. He's you know...
Except he already got over himself.
Like, what? Here's the real question, right? Okay, let's say that whatever, Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't happen, and he actually did have to go on a journey of self-discovery and affirmation. What has happened to him in this game?
Yeah.
At what point during this did he decide that he was confident in himself, or that he was worthy to wield the Keyblade? And maybe people are saying, no, Jacob, he didn't get to talk to Ansem since the ending of Kingdom Hearts 2. He would have answered the question, "It's Riku," the same at the beginning of the game as he would right now. Okay, well then why do we play this game?
We play this game to celebrate the series that you love.
If he didn't learn or change, why are we here?
There he goes.
What were we saying when we paused this? We were going to get food. Something about like this celebration of Kingdom Hearts. You made some kind of comment about I was like, do you get why I don't like this now? And you were like, yeah, because it's just like I forget exactly what you said.
What did I say?
Kyle, you said something you had a real hell of a zinger, but I forget what it was about it being like, oh, it's just a celebration of the series though.
Don't know.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm sure we'll think of something funny and entertaining to say on mic eventually.
I'm doubtful.
One day we'll make a good video.
I mean, you get enough monkeys with enough typewriters.
Mm-hmm.
Sora! Hey, Donald!
Oh my God!
Come on, you're hogging it all.
Calm down, Sora. Drink cookie.
Sora, why weren't you like, oh, my friend is asleep, I need to wake him? I mean, that could have happened, but it's like... Oh, get it?
Riku.
Get what?
It's all funny.
Safe.
Isn't it funny?
Riku.
Wait, so was he worried about Riku or not?
He knew his... They said your friend is safe. He said, okay, I'm going to be a dumbass. I'm just going to put the goofy on. We're going to turn it into a comedic scene. Because it's a celebration.
Doesn't this render Sora as like a massive asshole?
Yeah, maybe.
He wakes up. Riku is unconscious on the ground next to him because he's going on a metaphysical journey inside of Sora's heart to fight darkness. Sora's conclusion is, let's have cake, eat tea, and I'm going to put on the glasses that Chie and Yukiko wear in Persona 4.
I just realized why this Sora's annoying me so much because
What?
he's a cookie cutter, like just copy of the shonen protagonist at this point, personality wise.
Yeah. Like the worst type.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like there are attempts to like, oh look, he's just so cute and nice and likable. Like in this scene, the intent is, oh look at how goofy and silly Sora is. No! Look at what a massive asshole he is.
But basically he turns around and it's like it was that I'm so happy. It's it was like it reminded him that his friend is there. He's like,
it's like he doesn't have object permanence. It's like he looked away from Riku and he forgot about him.
And he turns around. He's like, Riku.
Wait, haven't we got this backwards? And why are you having a tea party?
You're safe, Riku!
Oh, never mind. You okay?
It's like he has
Feeling
brain
alright?
damage.
Yeah.
Like legitimately.
It's because he's been dreaming too many
I was watching
dreams.
what was going on in my dream, and I could hear your voice the whole time. Thanks, Riku.
I hate this character so much
everybody.
now. He didn't used to be like this.
Maybe he won't be in 3.
I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to make it tangible and render it to people.
I know what you mean.
We played 3 games with this character and we didn't hate him.
No, he was cool.
So something must have changed.
You performed truly admirably.
Is there a name for this Sora?
This, I don't know, dude.
Is there a name for this dumbass Sora?
I don't know. Who knows? It's impossible to say.
This whole game was such a party. Such a celebration.
More than anything, I am grateful to have you both back from Xehanort's deception unharmed. And I am grateful to Lee, whose spontaneous actions turned the tides. I am also deeply sorry for failing to perceive the danger
of stripping the 2 most capable people of fighting the villains of their powers and then throwing them into a place where I could not supervise them.
This experience has revealed many hidden truths.
Wait, what?
And we must gird ourselves.
The hidden truths? Yes, the hidden truths. That Xehanort is getting 13 dudes to go and... Dude, duh! Birth by sleep. Secret ending establishes, okay, Sora has to go and save a bunch of people. Coded establishes the villain getting in the way of that will be Xehanort. This game establishes Xehanort wants the exact same thing that he wanted last time, but he's using a slightly different method to get it. These are all things that are established in the first act of a story. We took 3 games on it.
This game is the first act of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Except,
what about them apples?
But it's not, because it's 0.2, a fragmentary passage.
Does that take place after this?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, part of it does.
Oh?
You'll see.
Oh.
And what I so the real problem with I'll wait and talk about this some more later. Whatever. Great Clash with Darkness. Oh yeah, dude. Can't wait. Super excited for the next game.
Keyblade Master, one with a new kind of power.
Why do you think that? Why do you think we're incapable of just killing them? Because we've done it before and we'll do it again.
However, one of you braved the realm of sleep again to unlock the final keyhole and save a friend.
Wait, the final keyhole?
Riku.
One of the 7 keyholes was inside of Sora?
You true Keyblade Master.
You saw what he just did there, right? He said you both passed the test, but I added new criteria afterwards that I could not have possibly foreseen you needing to do. So Riku wins and you don't.
I knew you were gonna pass.
So is he saying that... Okay, so Miku... Miku? Oh no. Riku gets the Mark of Mastery, but Sora doesn't?
That's correct, yes.
Oh my god.
That's right. Sora failed the test. Sora failed.
Jesus Christ.
Because Jensen changed the requirements to pass after the test was over.
He is a villain. You're right.
He invented the final keyhole inside of Sora.
I'm glad that Lee's just sitting there, unmoving, unflinching.
Mickey. I owe it to my friends.
Tomodachi life!
What? You want to be a Keyblade Master?
Yeah. I mean, I came here to learn how to wield one.
You?
Hey.
Was that supposed to be a reveal?
Confidence.
Of course it was, Joey.
Oh.
Wasn't it mysterious? Weren't you wondering what was gonna happen?
No.
I was gonna come swooping in, Keyblade in hand.
Did they not? I could have sworn they told us earlier he was going to be a Keyblade Master.
No, we saw his mouth lip flapping, and everybody reacted and said, "No, that's not allowed. No, absolutely not." And then Jensen was talking about he may have the potential to wield it.
Okay, that may have been it. I was about to say, it's like this whole time in my head, I thought it was already established.
No, it's just so obvious.
Okay.
But no, they never said it.
Mine to materialize. Must be in the snap of the wrist or something. Oh.
Wow! I wish that looked a little bit cooler than that.
Yeah, it's not my favorite one. I don't know. Maybe it'll look better in
Wait,
PS3 with
hang on.
cool
That's
lighting
just his
effects.
regular. What, did he just did Yensa just attach a keychain to it?
No, I don't think so. I think you just keychains aren't a thing in the lore. They're just a gameplay thing.
Gotcha.
This is more of just more of a writing and storytelling thing. I'm tired of everybody having a Keyblade, and I think it's stupid. But that ship is well since sailed.
Oh yeah,
so
no.
whatever.
Lee just comes in here like, "Hey man, can I get my hands on one of those?" Yeah, sure. Here you go.
So here's the real thing that bothers me more, right? I don't want Lee to have a Keyblade. I don't even want Lee to be here, really. But whatever. You know what would make me want Lee to have a Keyblade? If earlier in the story he was like, "Hey, I need to get a Keyblade," explicitly, and they were like, "Okay, we'll try and help you with that." I can't quite get it. It's not quite coming out. I can't figure it out. I guess I'm just gonna have to rely on my old weapons or whatever. And then there's a scene where like he loses his old weapons and like Syax is beating the crap out of him, like has pinned him down and is punching him over and over and over again. You know what? At that moment I would be like, come on Lee, you summoned that Keyblade. You did. Bam! Oh yeah, that was so cool. Instead they introduce, I mean, like obviously you called it because it's pretty obvious, but it's like within the context of the script, it's like, hey, I'm trying to get a Keyblade. You are? Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Radical.
It's like the most anticlimactic thing ever. This is a lame scene and I don't want him to have this thing. I could have wanted him to have it if there had been a dramatic scene where I needed him to have one to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so simple. They just can't write a story anymore. You just gotta keep everything secret. You see, that's the perfect example. I think that scene is the perfect example of like literally holding information off until the last possible moment before the audience has to know about it. Literally. Anyway.
He's going somewhere.
He is going somewhere. Guess where he's going?
Right.
I don't know. The islands or Twilight Town.
No.
Or he's going to sleep again, or
he is going to sleep again. You're right. He's actually going back to the sleeping realm to do something.
Wait, really?
Yes, he is.
Oh no.
Hey, but wait a second. I thought that you needed to time travel and go back and surf Destiny Island's corpse to go to the sleeping world.
So can he just teleport now, like where he wants?
No, he's going in. He specifically opened one of the sleeping realm type keyholes. He's going through it to go back to the sleeping realm, dude.
So can he teleport to the sleeping realm?
Yeah, anytime he wants.
Okay. All right. Oh, hey, look at that. Whoa.
Why?
So,
Why can he do that now?
So is the secret ending where he goes to the thing? Secret movie? Is that where he goes?
No,
to
it's just a post-credit scene. He goes there.
Okay. Well, did you get the secret movie? You did. Get the secret movie.
I already have it. Remember the first thing that happened in this game when I paused it was you've unlocked the secret movie.
Yeah, I remember that. Also, I don't hate, like, these are good songs, but I'm getting real tired of hearing them at the end of every game.
Yeah. You're not the only one.
Good.
Don't worry, there are 2 new songs in Kingdom Hearts 3 to make up for it.
Does one of them have Disturbed in it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Good. That's the only way I'll listen to it.
Oh, this game just sucks.
Well, you got some words to say, so you may as well start.
No, you know what, Joey? You tell me what you think. I've talked about this game to death. You tell me about it. You tell me what you think of this game.
It sucks. What do you want me to say?
I don't know. I want to hear what you have to say about it.
It's bad. I don't know. You've talked about charm before.
Yeah.
You've talked about the intangible term of charm in these games, and this game felt like all the Disney worlds completely lacked any of it. Like, it showed... Basically, I saw the Tron scene in the credit scene right there, and it made me sad. Because I was like, I saw that movie right before we did this, and I enjoyed it, and did not enjoy it in this. It's like... my life was better before playing this game. Like, in the sense of, it's like, my Kingdom Hearts knowledge was better before learning the new secret busted knowledge of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't have to know that the nobodies grew a heart, or they had the potential to grow hearts. It's like,
does that make you like or dislike? Does that make you any of those characters more than you already did?
It dampens the whole experience. Because it's like, oh, well, none of that mattered because they could have just sat around for a little bit longer.
It means that, like, if you sat around and felt something about those characters when you played 2 or 358, like, you were wrong for feeling that?
Yeah. I don't know. Sora sucks. See, it's like, I'm just reiterating everything we've been saying the whole time. It's like, why, like, what did they... Okay, Riku, the fact that he was floundering constantly was annoying, but I wasn't annoyed by Riku. I was annoyed
his
by...
lack of an arc was disappointing, but not, like, distracting.
They look like buddies in that.
They do, don't they? He looks like he's looking at Mickey amicably. Oh, my, me petite mouse.
Does Xehanort, does he get a redesign in 3?
No, of course not.
God dang it.
He does have a new voice actor though, because Leonard Nimoy is super dead.
Oh well, what a shame. Oh hey, we're here now. Turn my opinion around with this game. Oh wait, never mind, I was wrong.
What?
Sorry, I thought we were about to get the scene.
No. Not yet. We got a lot. This has one of the longest credit sequences in the entire franchise.
That's a real shame.
So I didn't mention this while we were playing it. There was a relatively recent interview with Tetsuya Nomura. I want to say it was like within the last 6 months or so. It was about Kingdom Hearts 3. And I don't have the exact quote off the top of my head, and I'm not going to try and say it to you now, but it was basically it went a little something like this. Actually, I really do not sympathize or relate to Sora, sympathize with or relate to Sora at all. I would say the character that I really relate to more is Xehanort. So you could say that in a way, Sora is like my enemy. And when I write, I just try to throw tons of bad things at Sora for him to overcome. But you know, I always have him come through at the end.
All right, so he doesn't even like his own character.
I mean, this isn't the character he started out writing.
No, it's absolutely not.
There's a very clear causality here, okay? Back in the day, he referred to Sora as being like his son. Then he got Final Fantasy 15 taken away from him. Now Sora is my enemy. Now I've made 17 of these games. It's been 17 years, sorry. I made more like 8 of these games.
His mission is actively to make people dislike his character now. Yeah. Stop buying our game, guys.
Stop buying this.
No,
it's
this
bad.
is... Here we go.
Don't like him.
I figured it out, okay? It's like if he tanks the series super hard and gets people to stop liking it, then he'll be free. That's his end game.
It might be. Like, you might not even be that far off base. Like, realistically.
Well, this is what happened. That was his thought with this game, because he was like, okay, there's no way people aren't going to be pissed off about this. And yet here we are, in 2019, a few days off from 3. Alright. Oh, baby.
Did you think you were going to escape this? So, you're supposed to go through the glowing letters, right?
Sure.
And, to get points. And, you can't slow down or speed up, you just gotta go for it. And, that spells out secret message unlocked, so I don't care, I'm not gonna get the rest of them. If you get all of these letters, it unlocks a secret message.
What's the secret message?
I'll read it to you after we're done. We don't need to unlock it because I already have it.
Okay.
Because when you do New Game Plus, you just keep all of your records. That's why we had to keep track of what was in the glossary, right? Because we just had all of them.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. It's already there. Secret message unlocked, it says.
I wonder if 3's gonna have DLC.
They haven't confirmed anything. They've said there was actually a very recent interview on that, like a couple of days ago, where he was like, "There's nothing planned. If we did anything, I wouldn't want to do like piecemeal releases of things. I would want to do like one really big, like deep, like package of just a lot of content, like more like an expansion pack. I would assume is what he means.
It's gonna be an Asura's Wrath DLC. That's because like that we're gonna get the true secret ending with it.
Well, technically, the secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 is DLC.
Well, yeah, but you don't pay for it.
Yeah, of course.
Or do you?
No, I don't think so. Well, you pay for it with your internet connection.
Fair.
You pay Time Warner for it, or Comcast, or whoever.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't care about this. I'm not gonna try and do it. I mean, I can't. Like, if you miss one, you've already screwed up, and you can't win it anymore, so it doesn't matter. If you miss one letter, you can't get the secret message. You can't get the secret message unlock.
I'm worried about 3 now.
Yeah? Why's that?
Like the review from earlier was talking about how it's like the tone of it is like a little too bubbly and cheerful in certain parts. It's like this game was very bubbly and cheerful for a lot of it, and that annoys me. I guess that's like a very basic way of putting it.
It doesn't feel like it fits.
Yeah, well, it's like they flounder. They keep saying like, well, it's like you have the supposed to be intense moments, but then they try to make it comedic, and then you have the bubbly moments, and then. I mean, you can do that and stuff in media, but don't have it constantly flip-flopping between each of them. Like, have it in their own moments.
You wanna know why I'm most concerned about 3?
Why?
Because every single one of these games has been out to reveal new information, have big twists, subvert expectations, right? So you have
the only expectation that could be subverted at this point is if it's actually a good game.
Wow. Harsh. It's a matter of like I look at the I look at this game in particular, right? And okay, at this point we know exactly what Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be about. We have to find these people, we have to accomplish this mission, we have to stop Master Xehanort from doing these specific things, right? Like it's all.
Oh my god, it's still going.
Yeah, I told you it was super long.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so this. The word this. Unlike the normal thing where you have little scenes of what happened to the Disney characters after you left, now it's just going to be the Disney characters goofing around and letters are appearing spelling out a message. The first word is this. That's great. I'll tell you what it says afterwards.
Cool.
Anyway, so my main fear is that like the entire thing.
Oh hey, look, there's that again.
The entire thing is completely laid out for us now, right? Like, yes. I mean, we have the whole potential run of the plot of KH3 line laid out. We're gonna rescue these characters. We're gonna fight these villains, and because of the structure of the plot that they've established, there can be no deviancy in what's going to happen, right? Not deviancy. You can't deviate, right?
Yeah.
Like, it has to end with 13 bad guys and 7 good guys fighting each other, or else there's no stakes, right? Well, in case you wonder, because maybe either we talked over it or we like overlooked it or something. I don't know, or maybe they don't say it out loud, and I'm remembering something else. Because the main question is, okay, so what if the heroes just don't fight and they don't form the blade?
Yeah.
The main thing is, well, you see, they have to fight, or else the Xehanorts will just use the 7 Princesses of Heart. They'll just kidnap the 7 Princesses of Heart and use them, right?
Sure.
Basically, because that's whatever, right? This creates a weird thing where it's like, okay, so there is like the 7 Princesses of Heart are like cosmic entities, so there should be 13 cosmic entities of darkness somewhere, I guess. But Xehanort is basically simulating it with kind of made up 13 darknesses, and just go get 7 good guys. Doesn't matter, just 7 generally good people. They don't have to be pure of heart, whatever, right?
Sure, sure.
Here's the problem. Don't kidnap Sora and Riku. Don't attract attention to yourselves. Don't bring them back to the real world. You know when all 12 of them teleported into that room to possess Sora? Here's a better idea. Find some dude. Any dude. Doesn't matter. Hey, dude. Hey, Xehanort, what's up? Hey, person. Do you like power? Oh man, I love power, and I love being evil, says the power-hungry and evil person. Well, I can give you lots of power and lots of evilness if you let me stick this heart inside your chest. Okay, cool, go for it, dude. Bam, now he's the 13th Xehanort. Just go get the 7 Princesses of Heart. While Sora and Riku are trapped in another dimension and can't do anything, and Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and Yensid are all just standing in a room not doing anything, and have no idea what's going on, just go get all the Princesses of Heart. If Kairi tries to fight you, with her no protection and no training with how to use a Keyblade, just break her legs. Bring her with you. Go to the other side of the galaxy where no one can find you. Make the blade. Blow up the galaxy.
But that doesn't make for a good video game.
Write a different plan. Write different requirements for winning that aren't so stupid. And don't so harsh. What is there to wonder about now, right? Like, people say, oh, this series is so complex, but you know what? It's lost at the cost of complexity. Or what it's lost because of the complexity? There's no mystery of any kind. Because everything is rendered so explicitly, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing here where it's like, well, what's going to happen in Kingdom Hearts 3? Well, they're going to rescue these characters, and then they're going to fight 13 villains. Or, and this is where the big problem comes in, they subvert our expectations somehow, right?
Yeah.
And they don't do some of those things, or they do some of those things, but differently than how we expect. Except that people have been waiting for these things to happen since 2010. Because Birth by Sleep explicitly laid out the promise of, don't worry, we're gonna do this. Dream Drop Distance explicitly lays out the promise of, don't worry, we're gonna do this next time. But now, with this way that they always choose to tell stories, they're gonna want to subvert this. They're gonna want to have a twist. They're gonna want to change things. So what was the point of all of this then? What was the point of 3 games of the equivalent of first act setup to make us wait for 7 years to then probably just like do some random nonsense out of nowhere to surprise everybody? That's my main concern. Is, oh, listen, I say Dream Drop Distance isn't very good, and Kingdom Hearts fans go, yeah, Dream Drop Distance isn't very good, but it's important setup for Kingdom Hearts 3.
It wasn't necessary.
Yeah. People get pissed off in my entire story of Kingdom Hearts video because the only coverage that I give of DDD is all the nobodies are back, and there are 13 Xehanorts. They're time traveled to be in this position. They're gonna do the Keyblade War and make the thing, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, what are you talking about? You didn't mention the Sleeping Worlds, you didn't mention the Mark of Mastery exam, you didn't mention the nobodies grow hearts back. It doesn't matter because all of the nobodies that could grow hearts back are now humans anyway. We've introduced that plot point into a series that no longer has any nobody characters, except for Xemnas.
Goodness gracious.
Anyway, so if you didn't notice there at the end, you saw Sora and Riku walking into the light.
Yeah.
And they kind of became silhouetted, right? You know, like they were the big black, you know, marks in the middle of the white frame. Well, Joey, the text throughout the credit sequence said, this leads to Kingdom Hearts. And then at the end, they walked into the light and they silhouetted the Roman numeral 3.
That's great, dude.
Get ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, yeah. But first, you'll have to sit through a mobile phone game and a Ground Zeroes game and HD re-releases of everything else. This game came out in 2012. Spring. Once it came out in,
why
like,
can it go back
March.
to the Sleeping Worlds if they're no longer Sleeping Worlds?
I don't know.
Alright.
I don't know how he can just open a portal to go to them when supposedly time traveling back in time was the only way to get there. And I thought that we fixed it. I thought we sent Sleeping Worlds back to the real world,
Well,
so why is this
that's
still...
what I'm
I
saying,
know!
yeah.
The method of getting here and the fact that there's anything to get to, neither of them makes sense.
Oh, come on.
What are you talking about,
Oh
Joey?
my
Don't you care so much about your Neopets? Don't you care so much about your Webkins?
You stupid shills. I hate this.
Don't you just want to buy that Meow Wow plush?
Oh. I was hoping the game had forgotten about these stupid things.
Or are you kidding me? These things are one of the summons in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I thought he was going back for more stupid shenanigans with the crew.
No, he went back to thank all of his Dream Eater friends.
This isn't okay. This isn't the secret, is it?
No, this isn't.
So this is just a continuation.
Yeah, this is just still part of the ending.
Sleepy boy's still sleepy, I see.
Oh, but he smiled because Sora is so nice.
Are you serious? That's all that scene gave us.
Don't you remember? Don't you remember that Ben is in there? Don't you remember that?
No, I'm laughing at Balloon Run.
I know,
No.
I know. But even Wall Kick is also 9999. Like, how did they expect that to not be the most used thing?
Oh, man.
Whoopee! Best spirit friend, finally. I don't think I ever even really used him, but that's okay. I guess I did. I guess I maxed out more of his board than anybody. That's not even true. I maxed out other people's boards, I think. Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway. I mean, this is obviously based on the save file that I played, not what we played here on screen.
Well,
so.
yeah. You did
Yeah, woohoo. Fine, I'll make another save file with a crown on it. We got this from my save scumming. We got this from the streams and this from the playing it before the streams. I'll just put this over here in the middle in the 30s with these files. There we go. I'll delete all these later. I don't need any of this stuff, but it's fine. Who cares?
But we're not done yet.
Oh, don't worry. It's just one cutscene.
What about the secret message?
Oh, right. The secret message. Oh, thank you, Joey, for reminding me about the secret message. It's so important.
Let's drink more Ovaltine.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You're joking?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Please, it just says, please be excited.
The past will be reawakened as a new number in never-before-seen detail. Prepare yourself for the awakening of the next number. Kingdom Hearts 1. The old games are coming out in an HD collection called Kingdom Hearts 1.5. Play them to get ready for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Gosh.
A crummy commercial? Son of a bitch.
In my heart, I didn't expect it to not be this, but I'm disappointed that it is. I was like, come on, guys. Anything else. Don't just shill for your next product.
This is also why when this game showed up at E3 2013 and people freaked out, oh, they announced it, it's real. I was like, did you not play? Of course, nobody played Dream Drop Distance. What am I talking about? Everybody on the internet accuses me of not. Clearly, he's never even played the games. Apparently, I'm the only one who played the games because everybody else was surprised when it showed up at E3, and I was like, yeah, there it is.
All right, show me the super secret special movie.
Oh, boy. Anybody? I don't want to have like a big wrap up talk like we usually do. Really, like we'll talk a bit. I will have things to say about this scene, but like.
I don't think we really needed to wrap up. I think basically everything that...
Well, this scene will provide us with some more talking points.
Oh, Jesus. The darkness awakens.
Gotta let it out, gotta let it out.
Oh, man. Can't wait for that.
Should we play DMC5 on the channel?
This world.
Since the super best friends won't, the cowards.
Listen, I think we're too big of losers to actually do it.
That's accurate.
The light and the darkness. There she is. She's a light in the darkness.
Gotta let her out, gotta let her out.
Well, she gets out somehow.
Does she?
I'm pretty sure. Leads to the last key.
I hate this scene so much. I just started thinking ahead.
Late. Do you think he's okay?
Wait.
Gorge, Lee sure hurried back to Radiant Garden, and now Master Yen Sid's sending Riku away too on some mystery errand.
Thanks for getting me up to speed, Goofy.
You think
more
we'll
mystery,
ever
huh?
get to do something important? Hmm? Oh, welcome back, Riku. Hey, wait. Oh.
Fade to black.
The Keyblade Wars of yore plunged the true Kingdom Hearts into darkness, and the Keyblade was shattered. But the light still shining in the hearts of children rebuilt the world that we know today. And the light from the broken Keyblade was then divided into 7 to protect the number of pure hearts in the world.
7 pure lights.
Wait, what?
They're the princesses of heart.
This is what I was talking about a second ago, about the alternative method of getting the blade.
7 pure hearts.
So this is where this is mentioned. Okay, I knew it was mentioned somewhere. I was afraid we'd overlooked it.
If they are lost, the world will again give way to shadow. Thus,
what happens when they die, then?
I guess a new one comes about, so they must be lost in some way other than dying.
Another Keyblade war. Xehanort will still target the 7 princesses in order to forge the Keyblade.
So, there's gonna be a clash between 7 lights and 13 darknesses? And there's nothing we can do to avoid triggering the Keyblade War?
I have a recommendation. take 20 people.
Yeah.
And just kill them all.
Just do it. Just
take any number of people that isn't 7 and just kill them.
Like, they could really afford to train some new recruits as well. Like, you know what? You know how you also help this? It's like they're going to get kidnapped. It's like, train some bodyguards for them.
Yeah. Why isn't Kairi here?
Put them in a secure location.
To protect the 7 pure hearts, we will need 7 lights strong enough to stand against the 13.
Get as many as you can! These people are impossibly stupid.
And plus, it's like, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because it's like, 13 against 7, we get more.
Just get more, and then their plan can't work, and you're more likely to kill all of them.
Whatever. Riku, you're back.
God, these characters are just so incredibly useless.
Riku, you're back.
Yeah, he is.
Master Yen Sid, I brought you the guest you asked for, but you never said why.
Huh? Wow!
I have come to learn that you too can wield a Keyblade. I am glad you are here.
Oh, yeah, there she is. So why weren't you along for the ride in the first
Because! What a surprise! Dude, get excited! In Kingdom Hearts 3, Kairi's gonna do things!
Maybe.
She could have done things in this game.
Exactly! So remember in Birth by Sleep when I was like, oh, look at, like, they changed Kairi's characterization for seemingly no reason. Why would they do that? Why is she suddenly not acting the way that the only thing that was established that she would do in Kingdom Hearts 2?
So basically, at this point, any questions that you have is why didn't they do this? You can account for reveals later on.
Yes.
Shenanigans.
We can completely change the characterization of any of these people at any point, arbitrarily, for the purposes of surprising you.
Oh, jeez.
At any point in time. These characters can just be new people. Because felt like it, wanted to surprise you.
I guess in 3 we'll have to watch out for that. It's like, what reveals are going to be waiting for
And that's
us?
the same thing where it's like, so, and this is the thing that frustrates me less, but I think about hardcore fans of the series who are more into the lore, who are into predicting things. Isn't making this so random as to be think about it this way. This is a series that demands borderline academic study to fully understand everything, right?
Oh yeah, no. We've been playing through these in order, and I've been playing with an expert, and I still don't have a grasp of most of this because there's so much.
So let's say that you're a person who loves the Kingdom Hearts franchise because you love learning about it. You just love studying it and paying attention to it, right?
Sure.
Isn't it spitting in the face of those fans to, with every single new game, basically say, yeah, we lied to you before? All the stuff that you learned is invalid to learn this new stuff? I mean, I don't know, but I would imagine, that doesn't seem like that's fun for anybody. Except people who are just like, oh, it's so crazy, I like it because it's wild and unpredictable. Which, in that case, I mean, whatever. You can like whatever you like, I guess. Go read Mad Libs. I paid $40 for this. I didn't pay it to be bamboozled and lied to and confused. And to have things that were... You should
have pirated it.
God, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2006, and it ends with saying, hey, don't worry, guys. Sora, Riku, and Kairi are gonna go on an adventure next time.
Next time.
Days, Birth by Sleep, Coded, and now this. Sora and Riku didn't even go on an adventure together in this one. The distance in the title is supposed to represent the distance between them.
Yeah, nobody ever said distance.
It was just because they were... they're so far apart because they're across the different dimensions. So what? Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and 2, you could argue that all of them were about the distance between Sora and Riku. The first game,
they were
break
closer
in their...
here than they ever were.
You could argue that in the first game, it was about the break in their relationship, as well as the geographical distance. In Chain of Memories, there was the difference in them between, their fates in that game and their narrative direction of, being manipulated and brought down, and the other one, ascending and becoming a better man. And also just, the general with the Riku replica, the same thing.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2, the whole Sora's issue is where's Riku? What happened to Riku? Is he okay? And Riku intentionally creating distance between himself and Sora because he's ashamed of what he's done. Distance is in the title of this game, and as you just said, they're closer in this one than ever.
I mean, they literally can see each other's holograms and hear each other's voices.
And beyond that, it's like, Riku is with me.
Oh yeah,
my Tomodachi is with
absolutely.
me all
like,
the time.
Thematically, it's never like I'm doubting my friends or I'm doubting my friendship itself.
No, for me, this whole sequence of events was like when I got to like around where? Hold on. When I got to this stuff, right? What we're seeing here with
my friends are my power.
When we got to this stuff. Right? The recusant sigil and nobody's have hearts. I got really mad, and then I just started laughing my ass off for the next hour as they started explaining about 13 Xehanorts and 7 lights, and there were just all these boss fights, and I was like, oh, this is so dumb. I'm just gonna try and embrace this. And then, like, think about it this way, right? Every single one of these games, secret ending, right? Kingdom Hearts 1, big, incredible fight scene in a setting we've never seen before with characters and Heartless we've never seen before. Kingdom Hearts 2, that lavish fight in the Keyblade graveyard.
Yeah.
And all these incredible special effects and these guys in armor. Keyblade wielders we've never seen before using powers we've never witnessed before. Birth by Sleep, this 10-minute long, like, signs of what's next, what's gonna happen next, what happened to all of these characters and promises of things to come and these major twists. Ericus is possibly alive inside of Terra. Ansem the Wise is alive inside of the Realm of Darkness, and Sora's gonna rescue all of these people. Even coded, in stupid, useless, pointless coded, Xehanort is coming back, and he's gonna be evil. We gotta stop him. And then they... Who's that with you, Riku? Whoa! That person? Whoa, Riku, you brought that person with you? Hey, Master Yensid, I brought the special guest you asked me to bring. I still don't know why, though, even though I'm the one who handed her a Keyblade. Aren't you surprised that she was there? You never would have thought of that!
This game's giving me a headache. Like, not even like in a joking fashion, but it's actually my head's starting to hurt a little bit. Not because
that you really like it.
Not because it's too deep. I mean, this is no Evangelion, but.
Thank you, Joshua.
All right. Oh man, please look forward. We got one more.
Can we accept that if in Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora is this level of whimsy again, that he's actually a sadist and just like takes
sadist? I would say brain damaged.
Okay, well yeah, because he takes all the suffering around him. And just is like, this is great! I love it! I can't wait until, like, Riku's dying in his arms and he's just like...
He's just grinning.
Listen, this is gonna sound really awful, so I apologize. But, like, when Riku is, like, he goes and runs over, Riku, oh, you're here! Hugging him at the end of this game, and Riku's like, what? Huh? You're having a tea party? What? And he like talks for like 10 seconds and then Sora just goes, "You're safe, Riku!" and hugs him. That screams of brain damage.
It really does.
Everything about that delivery is like, oh, Haley Joel Osment's gonna win an Oscar for playing a disabled person this year. Like,
oh man, dude, are you saying that are you saying that Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be that Senwa's sacrifice again?
I don't know.
No, it's gonna be that movie with Kevin Hart and the disabled guy.
Why are you going to that movie?
Did you just see a commercial? The guy in the chair because he's damaged.
What are you talking about?
Why are you going to that movie? It's a movie that's coming out in like a week, and with Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart.
Just cut it out. I don't freaking care.
And it's just
I wanna kill
Kevin
myself.
Hart hangs out with Bryan Cranston in a wheelchair because he's paralyzed from his legs down.
Yeah, and that's Riku taking care of Sora.
What are you? What are you going for here?
Sora finally broke.
You wanna like take a few minutes and maybe think of a better example because I don't know what you're doing.
We all do, okay? Get with the program. You're not special.
Haven't you played Persona 3?
No, I haven't been evoked myself. Sorry.
Oh. I hope that I've shared, at least in some way,
he's
to
Mr.
people.
He's Mr. Plinkett. He had to share his pain.
They wanted to make a game on the 3DS, but they didn't know what it was gonna be about, and they had 2 years to make it. Oh well.
It took them 2 years to make.
What is... God. This game, man. It just makes me upset. Like, legitimately.
What a shit.
There's stuff that I enjoy in it. There's stuff that I enjoy in this game.
I think the flow motion controls are neat.
The flow motion is fun. Some of the art is fun. The level design is improved over previous levels, even though it doesn't lean into flow motion. The command deck system and the combo, at the very least, this combat is improved over Birth by Sleep.
It looks very vastly improved.
I don't know. There are a couple of areas where I'd say it isn't, that we didn't have to see it all, which is the character management stuff, which is like that. Okay, so in Birth by Sleep, this again, when we talk about like how like high level play and low level play, like really different things, right? You know how like Kingdom Hearts 2 I think isn't that great when you just play it, but like on normal difficulty and mash X a lot. But I think Birth by Sleep is fun when you're playing it for the first time. You don't know all the secrets of how it works. So like the melding system in that game is just this completely random, seemingly system to the outside viewer, right? They can be really frustrating because you don't know what you're gonna get. With the Dream Eaters, it's like, okay, there's this thing on the grid that I want, and I'm going to work towards it, and I'm going to get the points that I need, and I'm going to grind out, and I'm going to get that ability that I want, right? So I think that as a base level user, it's like the melding system is kind of annoying and becomes, especially after like 3 campaigns, like I just want the things that I want, game. Give me the things that I want. And then in this game, you're like, okay, I can manage what I want exactly, and I'm just going to get it, right?
Yeah.
Once you know how both games work, and you have the chart for Birth by Sleep, it's like, okay, I'm just going to get the thing that I want. And then when you're playing this comparatively, it's like, when I gotta grind for 3 hours to get my Meow Wow thing up to level 25 so that I can get the Curaga ability that's behind the level gate. Instead of just like getting 2 cures and making it.
This cutscene's playing again, and I was thinking, despite everything you had said when I first watched this cutscene, like in my heart, I was like, maybe this won't be too bad.
That was me when I booted up the game originally.
I was like, I saw this cutscene, I was seeing all the... I think, honestly, it was just the graphics that I was seeing. I was like, oh, yeah, I like this. This is neat. This game looked good. And, well. That's fine. I just won't have any sort of expectations ever again. For anything.
I don't understand. I really, like, this whole journey has been me... Like, I don't know if I talked about this with you off-screen, or I know I talked about it with you off-screen, but I don't know if I ever talked about it on-screen. Like, a big part of these playthroughs and why, like, it's like, looking back on Birth by Sleep, a lot of our complaints about that game seem kind of trivial in comparison to this.
See, this is what I was telling you about. We're playing these in the wrong order, because like, it's like, I feel like I'll go back and see what I've said in Birth by Sleep.
Ain't so bad.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's each game that comes out makes the last game better.
Well, I guess that's not true. Well, since Kingdom Hearts 2,
make it.
That.
Yeah.
Man, this cutscene is reminding me of something.
What?
Remember when this series was good?
Calm down over there, Josh.
I'm sorry.
People are gonna be really upset at you during the coded movie because you're just so furious the whole time.
Well, because it's like the one piece of media I had never experienced, and it was just like just as bad as I thought it was gonna be, which I was not expecting. It was like, surely my anticipation will have been jaded by like hours.
I haven't talked about this at all because there's just so many things. I've had so many thoughts about this over 9 years, but like, Sora has yet to lay eyes on Master Xehanort.
Yeah.
The main antagonist of the series.
Yeah, they'll meet, and he won't know who he is.
It's okay. He's got all these people in him that know who he is.
Exactly, right? And people keep going, oh, well, you know, Sora's connected to all these different people who care about Master. Like, oh, he's gonna solve this for all these other characters because of the heart's connections. That's not how storytelling works.
Honestly, this opening cinematic actually makes it look like it's gonna be a celebration of the series.
Yeah.
Like that shot right there of everybody getting ready for battle.
By shooting a spell up into the air that.
And there they go. They dropping again.
Oh man.
Just like my faith in the series.
Burn!
I'm sure there's so many things I'm just forgetting about because by now, to me, they're just so like.
I'm depressed.
So last year.
I'm depressed.
Anyway, we did that.
Why did you have to make me be like a guy in the booth now for this game?
You said you wanted to be. I needed your help.
Well, and
the new setup isn't perfect. I need a tech guy to run things.
You're right. And the first thing that I have to watch in full is that
Well, you know what, Joshua? Sounds like a personal problem. Sounds like you just need to.
Oh,
it sounds like you need to learn to let Kingdom Hearts into your heart.
Wait, why don't you have the one unlocked for the FFF?
Because I don't care.
Wait, why don't you have it unlocked for the
Do you mean the Furry Foretellers 5?
Yeah, the FFF.
I haven't watched it, I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
We probably won't watch. I mean, I watched it online, just not on this disc.
Right now.
No,
we're not watching that.
We are not.
Important setup for Kingdom Hearts 3.
I will.
I will be the judge of that.
I will jump out the window, land on top of my car, crawl into it, and drive to Steak and Shake.
We do have to play 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a Fragmentary Passage, though, so come back for that.
Or don't.
Why isn't it in lowercase?
What?
A fragmentary passage.
It's a sentence.
No, it's not.
It is right there.
No.
It's a sentence, a fragmentary passage.
You're right, it's a sentence fragmentary passage.
Ooh, so
whoa. English bird.
Were we always this negative and mean? Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep Fragmentary Patch. Come back next time. Next episode here on the Research Runs channel. We'll play that for like a couple hours, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 will come out in 2 days, and we'll do that.
Let's just get this bread.
It's just prolonging the inevitable.